everybody, welcome back to Make It with Mod Podge. My name is Cathie Billion.
And I'm Steve Piacenza, and today we are going to show you how to make 3 wall art projects.
Now all of these projects have a little bit of a watercolor vibe going on, and all of them have the accent of black.
And don't forget, Mod Podge.
That's right. So we're going to show you how to create this love art. We're going to do some really cool free to color art with some art store paper, and we're doing a really fun napkin floral design.
But we have a big day.
Let's get to it.
We got this free to color paper at the art store. To begin, I'm using a wood plaque, and I'm going to trace it onto the paper using a pencil. Then I just cut out the design and erase away any of my extra pencil marks. For this project, I'm using Mod Podge Gloss. I like to add a thin coat to my wood plaque, and then I add it to the back of my paper. Next, I position the paper onto the wood plaque, and I just use my fingers to press out any air bubbles. I'm using a selection of paints and Mod Podge to create my faux watercolor. I'm also using the Mod Podge detail paint brushes. To make the faux watercolor, I'm just mixing a little bit, just a tiny bit of paint with Mod Podge. Then I'm just going to paint with the Mod Podge and paint mixture any areas where I want to add color. Add a little bit of sparkle. I'm painting on a tiny bit of Mod Podge Mega Glitter in gold. I love this because it's got all different sizes of glitter, and it really adds a little extra pop to my project. Once everything is dry, you're ready for a top coat of Mod Podge, and then let it dry overnight.
Okay, so Cathie just showed you the free to color art, and now I'm going to show you how to do the torn napkin flower art. I'm using a canvas, watercolor napkins, tissue paper, black paint, and gloss Mod Podge. The first step is to attach leaf-shaped tissue paper to the canvas with Mod Podge. I'm adding them in a random pattern. I cut the simple lime green shapes from tissue paper. For the base of the flowers, I tore the watercolor napkins into rough circle shapes. I'm only using the top printed ply of the napkins. You can keep adding the circles and overlapping them. To add the bold flowers, I'm using a Mod Podge detail brush and FolkArt black paint. I'm painting fun flower shapes over the napkin circles. For this design, I'm filling the whole canvas.
Steve, I love how the black outline really makes those flowers pop.
Yes.
Now we're going to show you how to take that same type of watercolor napkin and to create this really cute love art. It doesn't get any easier than this.
For the love art, I'm using the same watercolor napkin as the flower art. I'm beginning by separating the top printed ply from the other plies of the napkin. Next, I'm using Mod Podge gloss to coat my entire canvas. And I'm going to spritz my napkin with a little bit of water. This just helps with placement and not as many wrinkles. Just position it right onto the canvas, and then I'm using my fingers just to smooth it out. Since the napkin's wet, I do have a little bit of playtime to move it around, which is one of the reasons why I like to do the little spritz of water. Once I have all the sides done and decoupage down, I like to put this on some plastic risers for doing my top coat. That way it doesn't stick to my wax paper. So I'm just going to top coat the whole thing. Now I'm just going to add some black paint to my Wood Love cutout. I'm just using that same FolkArt black paint and detail brush. Then I'm ready to glue it into the center of my canvas. And there you go. I've got some fun love art.
What a fun, colorful afternoon it was.
I love it. I love how the napkins turned out.
The napkins and all the colors that we use. The napkins, the tissue paper. I love the Frida-Kahlo, how that turned out on the top. You mixing the paint with the Mod Podge was amazing.
Almost like a faux watercolor going on there. So easy. And little
Very
pops
cool.
of glitter. Very cute.
Very nice.
Well, thanks you guys so much for joining us today. We hope that these art projects have inspired you to create some wall art for your own walls. And if you do, please make sure you tag them with Plaid Crafts or Mod Podge so that everybody at Plaid can see what you're making.
Yes. We'll see you guys next time on Make It with Mod Podge.